Last but not least, AFC South. AFC South. We'll start with the Texans. The Texans. Um, their defense is scary, in my opinion. They have J.J. Watt, Brian Cushing, uh, pretty good secondary. So their defense can really shut down offenses. Now on offense, here's the sitch. Matt Schaub is a game manager, in my opinion. He's not elite by any means, so he's not really gonna like win games for you, but he's not gonna lose them either. Like when Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl with the Ravens, he was just a game manager. So in theory, Schaub could do it too. Arian Foster's the man, but he's coming off an injury right now. I'm not really sure how close to 100% he is. Ben Tate is also the man. He's one of the best backup running backs in the NFL, but he's also banged up. So that kind of sucks for them because that's like their bread and butter. Andre Johnson, still elite. He's getting a little bit older now, so I'm not really sure if he's still, you know, top three, top five, but yeah, debatable. He's definitely top 10 still. They are saying DeAndre Hopkins, the rookie receiver out of Clemson, is legit. They're saying he's like following Andre Johnson around the locker room like a puppy dog, doing everything he does. He's working hard. Finally, Andre Johnson seems to have, the Robin to his Batman, which would be nice, but we'll see if that pans out. Owen Daniels is solid at tight end, but their offensive line is still good. Like I said, their defense is scary, top five in my opinion. So they can do a lot of damage. In this division especially, the Colts are good, Jags not so much, Titans not so much. So it's pretty much a two-man race in my opinion between the Texans and Colts. Moving on to the Colts. The Colts, they pretty much revolve around Andrew Luck. I don't think Andrew Luck's rookie season was a fluke. I think he is a franchise quarterback. Reggie Wayne is a legit number one receiver. So he's going to still produce. They're saying T.Y. Hilton is really good in the preseason and stuff and in camp. So he's one of the better slot receivers in the NFL, in my opinion. Their running back, they just signed Ahmad Bradshaw. Now, I don't like Ahmad Bradshaw. Why I don't like Ahmad Bradshaw? I went to a Giants-Redskins game last year, and the guy's an idiot. He's like always talking crap, taking his helmet off, wanting people to see his face. Like he's just a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like acting like he's the man or he's an elite running back in the NFL, and guess what, dude? You're not. You know what I'm saying? So screw him at Ahmad Bradshaw. I like Luck. He has Fleener to throw to. Fleener wasn't really healthy last year, so he is healthy this year. Fleener and Dwayne Allen still have them to throw to. Reggie Wayne, T.Y. He has the pieces, and his line isn't that bad, so they can put up points. Now the question is, how good is that defense? I know that they have a couple really solid linebackers and at least one good DN. I think they got rid of one of them and kept the other, so they're not bad, but they're going to give up some points. So they should have some shootouts this year. Next is the Jaguars. The Jaguars aren't very good. Here's the problem with the Jaguars. Same thing with the quarterbacks. Blaine Gabbert, I don't have anything against the guy personally, but I just think he's bad. Like, he's not. He shouldn't be an NFL. Like, he shouldn't be starting in the NFL. Okay, so when you have a mediocre quarterback, and that's exactly what he is, it doesn't matter if you have Justin Blackman and Shorts, and I think they just drafted Ace Sanders. He's supposed to be pretty good. It doesn't matter who's around him, or Jones Drew behind him. He's mediocre, so it doesn't matter. So their defense is all right. They can keep scores respectable, but their offense, man. MJD looks like he's on the downslope to me. They're saying that he's healthy this year and he's poised for a breakout year. We'll see about that. I'm not sure if I believe that or not. But like I said, the weapons are around him, but Blaine Gabbert is just mediocre. So there's nothing else to say about that. Last but not least, the Titans. The Titans, they are better this year than they were last year. I like Jake Locker, but Jake Locker has not done anything that impressive yet. He can run and throw, which is nice, but like I said, he hasn't done enough to convince me that he should be a starter. Chris Johnson was a horrible disappointment last year. I had him in fantasy, unfortunately, so he tortured me all year. But here's the thing. Chris Johnson isn't the same Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson is working hard. He's humble all of a sudden. He's a team player. He's talking that he wants to win more than he wants yards. So that we've never heard that before. So that's all good signs. That means that maybe his line wants to block for him this year. You know, they invested in the line. They drafted, like, I think, Chance Warmack out of Alabama at guard. So that they're beefing up their line, trying to, we're gonna run at you, run over you, and try to stop it. That's entertaining. We'll see if they can. Outside they have Kenny Britt and Kendall Wright. Both those guys are good. Kendall Wright's a little banged up right now, but Kenny Britt's a legit number one receiver. He's coming off an injury, so hopefully he's the same guy. But yeah, on defense they have a middle of the road defense, not laughable, but you know, uh, they're not great or they're not horrible. They're just right somewhere in the middle. But yeah, on offense, man, I think a lot of it depends on how well that plan of running the ball goes for Chris Johnson. If he runs for 1,600 yards or 2,000 yards, then obviously that's going to be a lot more wins. But Jake Locker needs to take the next step forward, and I'm just not sure if it's in him. But anyways, that's the whole AFC. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later on this week for the NFC. Take care.